Hi, today we're going to talk about a morning mobility routine that you should do every morning when you get out of bed. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go joint by joint through the body, starting at the neck and working our way down all the way to the feet. And again, within 30 minutes of getting out of bed, this is a good thing to do. So what we'll do is we'll start with our neck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my shoulders down, tuck my chin, turn to the left, then side bend, rotate, ear to the opposite shoulder, chin down, rotate, and then switch. So turn, side bend, rotate, ear to the shoulder, and bringing the chin back to the chest. So that would be one round, so do that 1 to 2 times. Next we'll go to your back. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cross my arms across my shoulders here, and I'm gonna roll forward, thinking about bending each little vertebrae, just those couple millimeters that they move. So once I get into flexion, I'm gonna twist, side bend, extend as I rotate around, trying to keep my hips still, side bend, back to the front, and now reverse. So twist, side bend, extend as I rotate, all the way back to the start. So after you do your neck and your spine, now we're gonna move to the shoulders. So we're gonna start with your shoulder blades or scapula. So I'm gonna put some tension through my arms. I'm making a fist, keeping my elbows straight, and I'm just gonna make as big a circles as I can with those shoulder blades. Trying to work all the way through that range of motion. So I'm gonna go 2 times one direction, and then reverse. And get all the way up and down, and that full rotation, again keeping the elbows straight. So after you've warmed up those shoulder blades, now we're gonna look at how that shoulder rotates inside its joint. So now what I'll do is I'll make a fist with the hand I'm gonna move. I'm gonna come up slowly with tension through my arm, tension through my body. Once I feel like I can't go any farther, I'm gonna start to externally rotate from the shoulder. So think about trying to rotate from the bicep, turning that bicep as you come down behind you, and I will actually finish with the back of my hand facing my hip. And now I'm just going to reverse that. So again, once I feel like I can't go any farther without compensating, I'll start to rotate, unwind that shoulder as I come back around and slowly down to the start. So that would be 1 rep. You would do two reps on each side. So after you've gone through the shoulders, both the shoulder blades and the joint, we'll work on our wrist. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna block my arm with my opposite hand, and I'm just trying to take that wrist in as big a circle as I can here. Noticing any sticky points, trying not to rush through them. And then I'll reverse after I go through twice. Just like that, and again 2 times on each side. So once we've done the upper body, now we're gonna move to our hips. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna bring one knee as high as I can, balancing here. I'm gonna open my hip up while this opposite hip keeps facing forward. From here, keeping this knee high, I'm gonna start to rotate, bringing the heel up. And now I'm gonna extend back, bring it back to the start, and now we'll reverse. So I extend the hip, and now start to bring that knee up, and now the heel comes through, and back here. So from the side, so knee up, rotate out, now rotate in. So I'm making sure my hips stay stable. So what I don't want is once I get out here and start to turn, this lean forward. So I want to stay upright here, get here, rotate, back, and now reverse. So extend, start to bring that knee up and around, back to the start. So that would be 1 rep again, trying to do 2 on each side. So after you do your hip, we're gonna work down to the knee, and what we're actually gonna look is at that rotation at your knee. So you're gonna have kind of some knobby points just below your kneecap, and what I want you to do is flex your foot and try to turn right there. It's gonna be a very small movement, but just trying to turn that tibia and fibula around the bottom of your knee there a couple times, and then switch to that other side. Again, very small movement there. Just to get that knee some attention. So after your knee, now we're going to take care of your feet and ankles. So we'll start with the ankles. So just extending one leg out, I'm going to point my toes and start to draw this big circle, especially working on this internal rotation here, the inversion, and back out. Trying to make sure I'm not moving from my leg, but just from the ankle. And 2 times around one direction, and then just reversing. Paying attention to any spot feels tender, feels weak. Trying to make sure we don't rush through there. So 2 rotations each direction on each foot. And now last but not least, we're gonna work on our feet and our toes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to spread my toes as much as I can, grip down into the floor, and now I'm going to lift my big toes. So I'm going to lift those a few times, trying to keep the other toes pushed down into the ground, and now I'm going to reverse. So pushing the big toe into the ground and lifting all 4 other toes. All of them up and try to spread them as much as I can, and just kind of play with moving those toes as independently as I can. So again, that's the morning mobility routine. Again, just taking your joints through their full range of motion. There's lots of variations to these, so you can do these in different positions. You can do some of them kneeling. You can do them on all 4s. There's, again, a ton of variety to add to this to spice it up, and I encourage you to play with different positions and see the different sensations and feelings that you get morning to morning, and see the improvement that you'll get if you're consistent with doing these. So thanks.